In the last 30 years of being in financial services, I have climbed a lot of ladders to only find out that they were leaning against the wrong building. But 2 years ago, my wife busted me while I was on sabbatical, accusing me of working too much and working too hard while I was supposed to be resting. So in today's video, I'm gonna reveal the secret ingredient for how you can take your productivity to a whole new level. And it won't be anything that you expect, my friend. It's not more time hacks. It's not more calendar management. It's not all of those things that the gurus have told you and I. It's something very simple that you're probably overlooking. Now, maybe you're like me. I've purchased courses on time management. I've read books on productivity and task allocation. I've hired coaches to help me structure my time. I even interviewed the author of the 12-week year on my podcast. But none of that, and I mean none of that, caused me to be more effective. Why? Because all of those were just tools. This past October, I met with my mastermind. Now, this was our first in-person meeting after almost 4 years together. And guess what happened? Each of us presented all the obstacles standing in the way of our 2026 goals. And we helped each other solve each obstacle that was presented. Now, mind you, this was all in about 6 hours. That's right, not 2 weeks or 2 days, but 6 hours. Why did this happen? Because we've built context through community. And what this community has given me and continues to give me is the ability to speed up my decision making, be more confident with those decisions, and be held accountable to making decisions and following through with them. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't get that in isolation. The echo chamber is just too loud for me to hear the signal over the noise. I want you to think about the last major decision you made for your personal life or your business, regardless of how it turned out. Wouldn't you have liked to get context and feedback from people that knew why you were making that decision, the impact of it, succeeding or failing, how it would affect you as a person, not just as a business owner or a professional, whether or not it aligns with your values or even scratches the itch of your passion? This is what I've built inside of that community, and it is invaluable. I'm not just getting accountability. I'm getting clarity that I'm unable to manufacture on my own. And out of that type of clarity, a framework emerged. I call it REST. And it's just one of the many frameworks that have emerged from my time in that community. Number one, I'm ruthless with my calendar. Every hour has to point somewhere. If I can't draw a line from a specific activity to revenue generation or social capital, it's out. Number two, I exit what's not working. I used to think that speed was the goal, but it's not. Momentum is. And momentum comes from doing less so that you can do better. Number three, I seek signal over solo. It's better to build a relationship than to grind alone. You know, I want to build something I can run for 20 years, not something that's going to burn me out in 2. And last but not least, I execute with tactical tasking. Since most of my productive time is early mornings, I take on the biggest boulders when my energy is the highest. You know, there's a saying, if you fill your jar with sand first, you won't have room for the rocks. But if you fill your jar with rocks first, the sand will always fit around the rocks. Whatever you're building, my friend, you'll build it faster in community. What's the saying? It's if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And I learned that lesson the hard way. But I want to help you avoid spending the currency of time with zero ROI to show for it. If you're an established RI owner who's tired of grinding in isolation, I built a room for people like us. It's called Signal. Check out the link below, and remember, operators work in the business while architects work on the business. See you next time.